Hi Uttara, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you, Ruby. How are you?
I'm also doing good. So thank you for accepting this invitation, like where I'm gonna interview and you'll be sharing your journey with us. So basically, Uttara, I do this thing because there are many students who are like, sometimes clueless. So they don't know what to do after BSc, what to do after MSc, or like, any other career options. So this interviews like, now you're like well settled. So your journey might inspire the other students. So that's why I'm here to take your interview. And so your first question is like, what was your thought in doing the MSc and what you did after MSc? Like, what was your ambition first? I want to know that first. Like, what was your ambition and how did you achieve that?
Okay. Thank you so much, first of all, for this platform, you can say, to share my journey with all of you. So I can totally relate to this because even I was in the same situation when I was pursuing my college education. So you can say from the beginning, I was interested towards life sciences and I always wanted to do something in that area.
Hmm.
So I did not wanted to go in a very hardcore medical profession.
Hmm.
So I was fascinated by biotechnology and I was though very young at the time, but that fascinated me to pursue BSc. And after that, so I did my BSc from Vidya Pratishthan School of Biotechnology, Baramati. So it provided me a very good platform, you can
Hmm.
say, and lot of opportunities. And the interest grew in research work. So that's why I decided to pursue post graduation MSc in biotechnology as well.
Hmm.
And because of that, maybe the passion in doing research, discovering new things, and something which really fascinated me was like making an original contribution towards science and like making a mark somewhere where somebody recognizes you for discovering something that really drove me, and
Yes.
it was exciting, like, yeah. And that's why when I completed my MSc, I took up a job at NCL and I
Hmm.
was working as project JRF for a couple of years.
Okay.
And when I was working there, I got to meet many scientists who
Hmm.
were from really good institutes like ISER and IIT Mumbai. And through that collaborative work, that motivated me to further my journey towards PhD. Like, although I was working on as a project JRF, but something in me, like, it I understood there that it may improve my career prospects
Hmm.
and definitely would make me a more confident researcher when I work on my own dissertation or
Hmm.
an thesis
Yes,
work, like
yes.
for a considerable period of time. So that's how my journey started, and I started my PhD in biotechnology from Pune University, since I'm based in Pune.
Yes.
And yeah, so fortunately, during my PhD, we had an industry department collaborative work going on. So through that, I got to work in Praj industry.
Wow.
So yeah, so that actually helped me in understanding how industry setup is, how research work is, and what kind of research we do, like from theoretical research and how a commercial research and development wing works.
Yes.
So that was a very good opportunity for me, which university provided, and I got to do a considerable part of my PhD dissertation in Praj Industries
Hmm.
along with department. So it was a very good journey that you can say that helped me. And my research guide was, although from industry,
Hmm.
she was very passionate towards publishing the work then discussing the work in different forums like conferences and
Yeah.
seminars. So she pushed me. So through that also I got to participate in lot of conferences and seminars in university, outside of university, where I got to talk to people about my work. So
Hmm.
have a third person's perspective towards
Hmm.
how they look at your work. That helped me in improving my publications also in the latter run.
Hmm.
So that's how I completed my PhD. And after my PhD, I took a gap for some personal reasons through after submitting my thesis. And
Hmm.
then I decided to, because of maybe the Praj industry experience, I was more inclined towards working in industries.
Hmm.
So I decided to apply at a few places, and Pirian, now Velsera, was
Hmm.
one of them, because I knew a couple of friends here who were working here previously. So I applied. There was an open position. So, and that's how I got through. And it's been a good experience. It's like I shifted from wet lab work to dry lab work,
Hmm. Hmm.
but Velsera is very satisfying and something very meaningful,
Hmm.
and which has a very noble objective. So that is where like the satisfaction lies, that what you're doing is actually making a difference somewhere in the long
Yes.
run in somebody's
Yes.
life. So yes, that's how my journey is.
That's excellent, Uttara. It's really very nice and very inspiring. So here, like few question comes. Like for many students, they want to know like how you got in PhD for the admission. So what was the process like from MSc to Pune University PhD? What was the steps?
So there are
Any
two ways.
any
uh,
preparation needed or separate exams are there? Because I know that many students are there who are preparing for CSR, but it's not possible for everyone to crack. So
yeah.
I want to know like for Pune University whether CSR is mandatory or any other way is there where you can register for PhD.
In Pune University, CSR is like the most straightforward option.
Hmm.
But there are other exams also. They do consider ICMR and DBT, which
Okay.
are, so I cleared DBT, which
Hmm.
was relatively easier for me. I could only clear NET, not PhD JRF.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I got through that. Then other way is because previously there used to be admissions through other there were separate entrance exams conducted in university, but
Okay.
now they have discontinued those. So now they have a common net exams
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
university. So I think it's held once in a year.
Hmm.
So you have to look for the notification on the university website, and they do publish open positions, like which
Hmm.
department has how many positions under which category.
Hmm.
So definitely, if you are not like applying through CSIR, you can definitely explore that option.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you
Nice.
can go, and if you know somebody from that department, you
Hmm.
can go and inquire more about it, whether there are any open positions
Hmm.
also.
Hmm.
One more other way is, as I was working in NCL as project JRF, you can apply as direct SRF and then register for PhD. But for that, it's that journey is like you have to be little bit patient about it, because you need to have a publication. So
Okay.
you have to
Hmm.
work for a couple of years and have a publication, and then you can apply for SRF directly, Senior
Hmm.
Research Fellow. And uh, many people used to register for PhD through that method also.
Hmm.
So that from that way also, you get a full scholarship from CSIR or whatever your funding
Hmm.
agency
Hmm.
is.
Hmm.
That's how you can complete your PhD from a good institute or a
Nice.
university. Yeah.
So, in that case, then students need not to write any exam, right? I think it's just for the
Yeah.
application, you just apply, right? And if the project and your mentor gets selected, then you get the fellowship. Is it something like that?
Yeah, then yes. So you have to submit your everything. I
Hmm.
guess you have to write a proposal as well.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
what you can write what you have been working on and what you have been your
Yes.
mentor suggests you to. And
Hmm.
once you have a public, then all year round you can submit your applications, and
Hmm.
then there is a intensive screening process there as
Hmm.
well.
Hmm.
But you get interview. There is
Hmm.
interview process just like PhD entrance,
Hmm.
and that's how you get selected. But that through that you at least have some research experience, so you are like you have done some POC for your work, and
Yes.
you can fare better in the interviews than directly from after MSc.
Yes. Yes.
So that is
Agree.
also a very good option
Yes.
to do PhD.
So,
Yes.
I really liked one of your statement where you said like when you are in industry and when whatever you're doing and it gives you the satisfaction back, and that
Yes.
is like very more important thing, right? So I really appreciate that statement. It's really nice. Now here the second question comes. So okay, we are done. We have done the PhD. Few people go for the abroad, they do the postdoc, and few go for the industry. So I'm happy that you have taken the industry path. Now, what was the process? Like, how did you apply to a company? Like any monster.com or such websites have you used? And how did you prepare for their interview, the company interviews? How did you prepare for that?
So you're asking about Praj or Pirian?
Both, like any industries. If it is an
So
industry, how do you apply? How do you understand that, how to get a job actually? Because I see
yes.
many notification comes in Monster and Naukri.com, but still people are complaining that it's difficult to get a job. So that process, what was it?
Yes, definitely. When I completed my post graduation, when you directly know anybody, you don't know exactly how where to apply.
Hmm.
So my starting position was like I talked to few of my seniors.
Hmm.
I like made my CV,
Hmm.
and then I started searching. So I wanted to apply so I thought needs do started work. What kind of experience I had at
Hmm.
that time. So and through these job channels only. So through I applied through Glassdoor, then LinkedIn and Naukri, and
Hmm.
Indeed. Yes, that helped me.
Hmm.
So I uploaded my CV,
Hmm.
and yes, I did not get a call for many months.
Hmm.
And but sometimes you can say it some so I got a call after 3 months
Okay.
after applying my that position. Then other way is like if you go on LinkedIn and there is an open position, it tells you there has to
Hmm.
there somebody a mutual connection that works there.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you can get a referral through that, and that speeds up your process. So you
Yes.
can go a bit easier than completely applying on own. So
Hmm.
it definitely helps if you find an acquaintance or a previous a colleague
Hmm.
who can refer you to that particular that doesn't guarantee anything, but definitely that
Hmm.
speeds up your screening and application process, and then at least you get a interview call
Yes. Yes. Yes.
for whatever position you're applying
Yes.
to. Yeah.
So once you got the interview call, how did
Yes.
you prepare yourself?
So when I got a call from Velsera, so I started digging what work Velsera does.
Hmm.
So, as I had a couple of friends working here, they suggested a few topics, such as like we
Okay.
are working on cancer biology, to
Hmm.
understand mutations, what are
Hmm.
those, like the basic things, very basic things. You need not go into very detail, but you should be very, very clear about your basic concepts.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then only you can apply those. So, understand mutations. How do you screen them? How are they used in diagnosis? Then how do you I went through a like through random search some cancer related papers, like what are people really studying, what are they
Hmm.
studying exactly, like
Hmm.
they must not be studying just the proliferation, right? They must be
Hmm. Hmm.
studying other factors too. So what are those? So I got through those. Then I got like tried to go on infos, like what are they talking about. At
Hmm.
first you need not understand the entire guideline what it is, but
Hmm.
at
Hmm.
least try to get the crux of it, like what it is recommending, what is the
Yes.
format. So that's all. I
Nice,
say
nice. So very
yeah.
congratulations, Uttara. You're Dr. Uttara now. You're well settled now, a happy life. I really hope this interview of yours is going to inspire many students. It will at least give a direction to them, like how exactly they need to go ahead in their career path. So I really would like to say
Definitely.
thanks over here.
Hey, thank you so much for having me also. And although this journey is tough, and it takes a lot of patience, but it makes you a very good researcher in the
Hi.
long run. And it gives you a confidence, that whatever comes up, you can solve it.
Yes.
Uh, so yes, it's a like you feel very satisfied at the end of
Hmm.
it, and you are happy. So yes, the journey is what matters. So yeah, you do indeed get learn a lot from it.
Yes, yes, absolutely true. So thank you, Uttara, for sharing your journey with us. I really hope it's going to help many other students who are pursuing their career. So thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you and all the best.
Yeah.